What's going on, Leo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for April 2023. So in this reading, Leo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for April. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and much more regarding April 2023 for you, Leo. But before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we move through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Leo, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that. Now, without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy and we will see what it is that would like to come through for you for April 2023, Leo. As always, I'll keep it in mind, but a little too many. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides for overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Leo. Okay. Let's see what we got here for you, Leo. Yeah. Okay. Very interesting energy for you, Leo. Now, there's a relationship message coming through for those of you. For those of you in some sort of love relationship, there seems to be an energy, especially for the more feminine Leos out there. Roles can be reversed, but there seems to be a situation where someone is very cold, and I want to say you're dealing with a toxic masculine situation. I don't think it's completely toxic, but there is an energy around you, for those of you in a relationship, for those of you in a situationship, of someone keeping all the cards to themselves. Now, if you're more feminine, the energy that I'm picking up on is someone not providing you proper masculine containment or ownership. And when I say ownership, I don't mean like actually negatively owning, but just like a male energy is meant to provide a safe space, like to provide a container for another person. And I sense for a lot of you out there a growing sadness within you in April 2023 because someone that you're into or someone that you're actually in a relationship right now seems to be not as interested as the other person. So it seems like, or both of you are losing interest. There seems to be a developing love conundrum or difficult situation around someone who's not opening their heart, who's very in the head, right? Not really opening up that heart space. So it could be you or the person you're dealing with in love, someone around you even that you're witnessing. We're going to have to see what it's about. But when it comes to your opportunity, Leo, for April 2023, you have the Knight of Swords. All right, the Knight of Swords is all about fast-moving energy. It's all about like attacking your goals with a sense of gusto and immediacy. The Knight of Swords is someone who does not really think about the long-term consequences of their actions in terms of like 5 years down the road. All they care about is like, how can we improve the next year to 2 years of my life? And so there is something here about speed as your opportunity. For a lot of you, the speed will have to do with this relationship thing that you have going on, making a change to it. We're going to have to see as we clarify. When it comes to your challenge, you have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups has to do with the past. It has to do with your roots, nostalgia, the home, your hometown, your ancestry. Now, the main thing coming through for a lot of you is because you're not happy in your current situation, someone from your past shows up, or there's at least an opportunity for you. The challenge is, for some of you, someone from your past shows up and there's temptation there. For those of you in a committed relationship, because it's not going so good, you might be tempted to talk to someone from your past. You might be tempted to go to your past, but for some reason it's your challenge. Now, for some of you that have children, or you have a home, or something even with your parents, there could be a struggle with that whole home roots ancestry thing, like something a domestic issue. We're gonna have to see as we go through the reading. But when it comes to, for a lot of you, I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself, but Leo, when it comes to your overall general energy here for April 2023, you do have the Five of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and also the King of Swords here. Okay, so someone here with the King of Swords upright and also the Four of Pentacles upright, very closed down, very frugal, not very generous, not really, if they do set a boundary, if they're very masculine, it's more so coming from a place of a little bit too much so, if that makes any sense. And this, you have the Five of Cups, where someone is very sad around here. Now, for some of you here, there could be a growing sense of duty when it comes to your career that is making you sad. The King of Swords, I do see you working hard, no matter who you are, Leo. That's your advice, to keep working hard, and I see you working hard through the tears, but there seems to be an emotional issue. For some of you, this is around your work, where there could be a growing sense of boredom, that you need to shift it, but many of you, this has to do with a relationship. That King of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Someone's not being open, there's some sort of weird toxic masculine energy here. Even if you are a man or masculine watching this could be the person you're dealing with is very closed down, not being open. And when it comes to love, or when it comes to a relationship, you better be vulnerable if you want it to work. In certain areas you have to be vulnerable, and I don't see that happening, and I see that leading to sadness for some of you. I don't want to color this like as if your whole month is going to be bad, because it's not. This is an issue that's coming up for you, and it's of prominent importance, so that's why it's coming up. When it comes to Leo, what you don't see coming, very interesting, you have the Three of Cups, you have the King of Cups, and you also have the Seven of Swords, all upright in what you do not see coming. So with this, the Three of Cups is right next to that Six of Cups, and the King of Cups is also here, and you also have the Seven of Swords here. So there could be a third-party situation that you do not know about. This could either be remember, someone comes back from your past, you start talking to this person while you're already involved with someone else, but because the person you're involved with is not treating you right, you may not feel guilty, and so you may be creeping, talking to someone behind someone's back with the Seven of Swords, Three of Cups here, King of Cups as well. There is an energy here of someone is only willing to change in order to put a band-aid over the issues in your relationship, whether this is a situationship or whatever it is you have going on in love here, Leo. What I would say is, you want to take action from a place when you're good, not when you're sad, or when you're, if someone is not treating you right, don't use that as a reaction to go cheat on them. I'm not saying that you're going to cheat on them, or go, start talking to someone else. I'm not saying you're going to do that. Some of you are going to do that. I have absolutely no judgment here. I'm just reading the energy. But there's also seems to be something about, if you call this person out, like the person that you're with, and you're like, hey, we're not on the same page, we're not being open. There's an energy here of someone is being very emotionally attuned, but it's right next to that Seven of Swords. So there's a potential here for someone to basically fix the problem just to fix the problem, not because it's actually coming from a deeper place. It's just what I'm getting. When it comes to your advice from your spirit guides, always keep going. Don't let this distract you in any sort of way, is what I'm getting. And when it comes to your work, because you have the Page of Pentacles upright, you have the Nine of Cups upright, and you also have the Eight of Pentacles upright when it comes to your advice. So this is a very earthy advice. Focus on your work, focusing on proving yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Obviously, if you're in a relationship, you're going to have to worry about what this individual is doing. This could even be an individual at work, by the way. For some of you that are not involved in an intimate romantic setting, this could be someone you work with at your family or someone you work with in general that seems to be not paying you enough or something along those lines. Do not grow complacent. What you want to do here, Leo, no matter what you have emotional issues, you have issues at work, it just seems like the energy is someone is withholding something. Do not grow complacent. Keep your spirits high with that Nine of Cups upright, Leo. Remember, the outside world many times is a reflection of your inner state. So if you're not happy with what you have going on, if someone is not showing you love, I would advise you to do meditations where you visualize love and you feel, what would it feel like to be loved the way that I deserve to be loved? Experience that on the inside enough, you cannot help but get that reflection on the outside. It's just how the universe works. So there is a danger here where no matter what, if this is a work issue or this is a love issue, there's a danger here of you looking to the problem in the outside world in April 2023 and saying, it's not good. It's not good. You're going to focus on that and create a feedback loop. There's something about you have to be at the cause and not be at the effect here in order for you to be successful in April 2023, Leo. So there also could be something about using anger, right? You do have the Knight of Swords here, and there's something about productively using anger, because some of you are going to be pissed at this person who's being very cold to you, not promoting you or not showing you the love that you want in a romantic thing, and there's a potential for you to use your anger to basically take a step down to meet this person at their level. Remember, Albert Einstein said something to the point of, you cannot solve a problem from the level that the problem was created. You must go to a higher level in order to solve the problem. And so for a lot of you, there could be an underlying feeling of, I'm not going to respect this person because they're not even respecting me. Whereas if you want respect, you have to first show respect, even if someone doesn't deserve it. And for some of you, there is this weird third-party energy. We're going to try to, I don't know. It's just a weird energy. So channel your anger productively is what I would advise you. Now, let's go ahead and clarify why the Knight of Swords is here. Why is the Knight of Swords here as your opportunity for April 2023, Leo? There is something here about someone not wanting to go public with a relationship or someone wanting to keep you a secret. This could be you involved with someone, you want to keep them a secret, or someone doesn't want to make it Facebook official, which is going to offend someone else. It could be you that is being offended. Like someone doesn't, so just be aware of that. That's what I'm getting. Let's see why the Knight of Swords is here in your opportunity for April 2023, Leo. The Knight of Swords is clarified by the Three of Swords in reverse, and also the Ten of Swords in reverse here, Leo, when it comes to the Knight of Swords as your opportunity. So there is something about transmuting a very painful experience in your relationship to become quite productive and to become a better version of yourself. If you're being disrespected in any way or you feel like people aren't showing up, the biggest flex you can do is become a better version of yourself and make them regret treating you poorly. That is something that I'm getting here. There is something about April for you that your own tragedy or your own, what you feel is injustice or what you feel is being done to you that is unfair, don't let it turn you sour. Don't let your demons take you to hell. Introduce them to heaven, because within every adversity lies the seed of an equivalent advantage. The more you pull a rubber band back, the more the rubber band goes back into the darkness, the more it gets pulled into hell or darkness. When you finally let that rubber band go, the more it will fling into the light. This is like how physics works, or some people call it God, some people call it the law of attraction, whatever you want to call it. There's something for you to fight against. There's something for you to push, to basically yield, like judo. There's something happening for you in April that you can use as a counterbalance, you can counter strike with this, but you want to do it in a healthy way, because many of you, as it stands right now, are going to do it in a very unhealthy way. And so just be aware of that. For some of you here, I don't necessarily see an ending with this person that's giving you trouble. It's just like, it's very tricky. Let's see what the Six of Cups is here in your challenge. Why is the Six of Cups here in your challenge, Leo, for April 2023? Okay. Huh. Well, the first card that came out very clearly is the Wheel of Fortune here. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Now, very interesting. Something from your past is coming back, for sure, and it's a major opportunity. This could also have to do with some sort of soul contract that you have with someone, but it's surrounded by all this energy. There could have been something that happened between you and this past person in the past, because you have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse also surrounding that, and you also have the Queen of Swords upright. So for some of you here, you decide to end something with someone who doesn't treat you right, and you go back to a past person, or you go, and I'm not saying that's the wrong thing to do, but I'm just letting you know that it's your challenge, though. So if you decide to do that with the Six of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune here, something to do with a past person coming back, it's an opportunity, but it's also a challenge. And I feel like, I don't know, let's get this overall energy sorted for you, Lee. I'm not really connecting to that, to be honest. I'm not just going to say things I don't feel or I don't get. All right. Let's go ahead and see why the Four of Pentacles is here in your overall general energy for April 2023. Four of Pentacles in your overall general energy is clarified by the Hierophant upright, the Emperor upright, and also the Ace of Swords upright here. So yeah, what did I mention to you? I mentioned there's something about toxic masculinity and commitment here. You have the Hierophant, the Emperor, and also the Ace of Swords. The first thing is that someone that you're involved with, very masculine, whether you're the masculine Leo watching this is probably you. Doesn't have to be, but for many of you here, someone is very closed down, not open to improving, not open to upgrading, and you know this here, right? With all this energy. Now, for some of you, this is going to be love. For others of you, this is going to have to do with your career. This is going to be some sort of institution that you have there's some sort of ceiling here. It's not a glass ceiling. There's some sort of potential point that you've reached that there is no more expansion because someone is holding you back. Someone's not promoting you, or there's some sort of thing about honoring tradition too much. Now, for those of you in a love thing, once again, I feel like there's someone who just thinks there's the boss, and someone really doesn't care. Like, I don't know what this is. Someone is like acting from a place of like what you should do as a man versus like what the intuitive approach would be, and that's going to make a lot of you very sad. Now, a lot of you, this has to do with someone not wanting to, once again, the Emperor is all about positive ownership, the Hierophant is all about commitment, and the Ace of Swords is all about truth. So there's someone who is not showing up properly for you in love. Very stubborn energy. Whether this is you, if you're more masculine, I'm getting this is you. It doesn't have to be, though. It could be the person you're dealing with. If you're more feminine watching this, there is some sort of thing about toxic masculinity you're dealing with. And for a lot of you, that's going to retreat you to a past person. Or for a lot of you here, with your challenge being I can't believe I didn't get this before, and I do apologize. There could be a pattern that's repeating. With the Six of Cups as your challenge, remember the Six of Cups has to do with the past, and you also have the Wheel of Fortune here. There could be some sort of thing about ancestral trauma or your own parents. Look at the relationship with your parents, Leo. Do you come from a patriarchal family where the man is always dominant and is not open to the woman's needs? If that's the case and you're a man, you want to look at your own behavior, how you're being too masculine. If that's the case and you're a woman, you want to look at how these patterns may be repeating in your life from your childhood, is what I'm honestly getting. And like, we're in a new day and age now. So just because your parents tell you to do so, I don't know, it for a lot of you it doesn't have to do with that, but it just wanted to come through. So I do want to clarify for you, Leo. Why is this Five of Cups here, though, for you in your overall general energy? Because this is more of your reaction to this wall that I'm getting, masculine wall. The Five of Cups in your overall general energy is clarified by the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, and also the Devil. So for many of you, this has to do with a work situation that is completely a scheme, basically, like being overworked, underpaid, not being paid enough, and knowing that there's really nothing you can do within the existing situation to alleviate that. And so it's making you very sad. Like there's something here about someone who promised you something and is not doing it. Now, for those of you dealing with love here, I do feel like there's someone who is, once again, you need to be careful that this isn't you. But for many of you, I feel like it's the person you're dealing with in love, Leo. There's someone here who's telling you, oh, let's work on it. Three of Pentacles is let's collaborate, let's improve the situation. Seven of Swords reversed, though, in the Devil. And once again, I told you, what did I tell you about this King of Cups and the Seven of Swords in what you don't see coming? There's someone who puts a Band-Aid over the situation. There's someone who tells you, oh, you want me to treat you like this? Okay, I'll do it for a week, and then I'll slide back into my negative behavior. Or someone who just doesn't have the intention to actually change. So it's tough. Whatever this is, whether this is work or this is a relationship, it's tough. But once again, do not become complacent. Do not let this get you down. It may be harder, easier said than done, but, very interesting reading. Let's go to what you don't see coming, and let's clarify why the Three of Cups is here. Because for a lot of you, there's going to be some sort of reaction to all this drama going on in your life, or this limitation, once again, closed energy, not being able to transform something that's going to lead you off the rails. So let's see. Or it's going to lead you to a past person again. Why is the Three of Cups here, and what you don't see coming? The Three of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords upright, the Two of Cups in reverse, and also the Five of Pentacles in reverse here, Leo, when it comes to what you don't see coming. So for a lot of you, there's some sort of mental decision to potentially get back at the person who is mistreating you by you being involved with someone else, even though you know deep down you should not be, because the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And so I would be very careful about any sort of reaction that you have to being mistreated in the workplace, being mistreated in your relationship. I would be very careful about just reacting to that and doing something that you would regret later, or doing something not even that you would regret, but something, this is the message that I'm getting for you, Leo, and it relates to your situation. It's not what you say, but it's how you say it. And that's related to what you don't see coming, to the reaction that you're going to have to some sort of actual limitation in your life. It's not what you do, but it's the place that it's coming from. And I'm just the concern that I have here is the place that it's coming from, with you reacting to whatever's going on, you wanting to do something to spite someone else or to get back at them. You want to be very careful about that. It's almost like the frequency. It's like, well, if I'm not getting what I want here, I'm just going to go there and I'm going to get it. But it's complicated. So let's also see, Leo. Let's go to your advice. Let's clarify why the Eight of Pentacles is here. What is this hard work about? Why is Spirit advising you to still work hard? For those of you dealing with career limitation, do not get complacent. Do not believe the people that are trying to hold you down. The only thing anyone can really do in this life is instill doubts and fears in you. So for a lot of you, I get the sense you're working somewhere and you feel like you're never going to be able to advance. But that's all an inside job. You need to know that you're going to be able to advance. The more harder you work, the luckier you get. And so don't ever stop working hard in April. Work hard in April, because the more you put in the work, the more lucky you get, the more opportunities are there. And so just be aware of that. Let's see why the Eight of Pentacles is here for you. The Eight of Pentacles in your advice is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Wands upright, and also the Hermit card in reverse. Yeah, there's some sort of fast action that you can now take with your career. Remember, your opportunity is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Pentacles in your advice is being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, that's fast, the Seven of Wands upright, and the Hermit in reverse. So whatever issue that you have going on in your life, whether this be a ceiling that you've reached in your career, I can't keep going, or this is a relationship issue, it seems to me that there's a lot of fight left within you. This fight that is within you, you can say, I'm going to productively use this to change my life, or I'm going to basically slide back into negative habits and get even more lost in this loop. I'm going to escape reality, or I'm going to be at the cause instead of the effect. And so there is something about anger, there is something about fast movement that you can take advantage of, especially when it comes to your career. And it's a question to ask yourself, what's worth fighting for, Leo? Especially for those of you dealing with the career issue. Freedom isn't given, it's taken. Freedom isn't given, it's taken. And so there is something about channeling your anger into the career, and I would get very busy with that, because you do have this Page of Pentacles here as well. Now, I'm going to finish this reading off with a little bit of a Hidden Truth Oracle message for you, Leo. This is going to be a message from, remember the overall general energy, the King of Swords, Hierophant, Emperor, Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups, close down. This is going to be a message from that love situation. Whatever love situation the predominant person you're having issues with, what is really going on underneath the surface? What would they really say to you that they don't have the courage to say? It's the last part of the reading, Leo. Okay, the first thing is, I hope you can forgive me one day. But hold on, what is the message that this toxic person has for you? Or this person in general that you're having issues with? What is the message that they have for you? What would they say to you if they were really in tune with their heart and they weren't afraid? What is the true message that is coming up for this person to you? Okay. So we have, I feel you leaving me behind. I feel you leaving me behind. We both know I am not the one for you. So many things remind me of you, and I hope that one day you can forgive me. But the real message that's standing out to me is, we both know I'm not the one for you, and I feel you leaving me behind. So, wow, a lot of issues relationally, but I would say let this fuel you, Leo. And understand that life is more than relationships. But work hard. Do not become complacent, and you'll be just fine. So with that being said, I look forward to doing your next reading, and I will talk to you next time, Leo.